This is a production of PBS 39.
Good evening. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Amy Burkett. What if there were no payments due on your home equity loan until you sold it or moved out? Well, the people at AFC Reverse Mortgage say it's possible. Nicole Brewer explains the truth behind reverse mortgages and how they're helping seniors stay in their homes.
67 years of marriage, and Wilbur Reichert still knows the key to his wife Ruth's heart: fresh flowers. She likes to display them inside their modest yet comfortable McCunchy home, a place the Reicherts say symbolizes their life together.
Good memories. Good memories. From 1941 to the present.
And in that time, these walls have created a center for their family. Everything from holidays to weddings to the birth of their children.
Our second child was born right upstairs.
Priceless moments and lasting memories, all within a home they recently couldn't afford to keep.
It got to the point where my savings were exhausted. Totally exhausted.
Wilbur says their financial trouble was largely based on medical expenses, like doctor visits, surgeries, and medication.
One year we spent over $8,000 in drugs alone.
Living on Social Security and facing the reality of having to sell their home, a friend of the Reicherts suggested another option.
He said to me, why don't you look into going in for a reverse mortgage?
The Reicherts were referred to John Kreisa, president of AFC Mortgages, and like so many others, they wondered, what is a reverse mortgage?
It's a program that allows people to take money out of the equity of their home and use it for any purpose. Most use it for things like paying for taxes and insurance and things of that sort.
Yeah.
Still, the Reicherts had lots of questions. With a fixed income, how would they qualify?
And income and credit are not factors, so it's really anyone who is 62 or older and a homeowner qualifies to get a reverse mortgage. It's as simple as that.
Based on the value of their home and their ages, the Reicherts qualified for a $140,000 line of credit, or $1,300 per month, which was about 70% of their home's value.
I thought, well, it sounds almost too good to be true.
And in the past, sometimes it was. Prior to the Federal Housing Authority or FHA sponsorship, reverse mortgages often had loan terms, resulting in what John calls a doomsday scenario.
So someone age 75 would be saying, gee, I hope I don't live past 90, because what happens when I turn 90 and have to pay this loan back?
But thanks to many provisions by the FHA, the loan has no term and is paid only after the home is sold.
And the other thing is, they never have to pay back more than what the home sells for.
Other FHA terms include the ability to retain ownership of your home, tax-free income for life that doesn't affect eligibility for need-based programs and doesn't change based on the future value of the home, and finally, no referral or back-end fees. The process may seem complicated, so John says it's important to know the facts going in.
They can learn about it talking to a lender, talking to someone like ourselves. There's a lot of information online. They can find information from AARP, other organizations.
Reverse mortgages have a monthly adjustable interest rate, which is currently around 6%, 2 points below prime. They also include a 2% FHA insurance premium, but John says it's money well spent.
The FHA insurance is there as a consumer protection, so it's something you want to have, and that's why the program has become so popular, is because of the FHA insurance.
Chris Kakos is a tax professor at DeSales University and the author of Reverse Mortgages, A Troubled Past, A Promising Future, an article that appeared in the Journal of Financial Planning. He says a reverse mortgage shouldn't be used for frivolous spending, like new cars and fancy vacations.
But if you really have issues paying your property tax bill, day-to-day living expenses, this is something that can really help you out.
And 76-year-old Chris Allman is proof of that. Like the Reicherts, she faced having to sell her home because of financial trouble.
I was starting to feel the pinch of a limited income.
Chris qualified for a $134,000 line of credit, money she used to pay city property taxes. Still, she was hesitant at first.
All along, my plan was to leave this home to my children. And that did bother me, to think that they wouldn't have as much equity in it if I got the reverse mortgage.
Still, loan payment cannot exceed the equity of the home, which means Chris's heirs won't inherit debt.
I wanted my mom to be able to live comfortably and not to worry about us when she's not here. I wanted her to enjoy life now, that we could enjoy it with her.
Altogether, the process takes a couple of months to complete and includes
appraisal, they have disclosures to sign in their home, and then closing in the home. Again, we do the entire process. The people can really do the entire process from their home.
And according to these families, the process was definitely worthwhile.
Just realizing that we can stay here the rest of our lives, the rest of our days. That's the fulfillment of our wishes.
I don't think I could separate myself from this house. This house isn't a house. It's a home.
A home they have no plan of leaving anytime soon. For Tempo, I'm Nicole Brewer reporting.